What's up, guys? Welcome to Suplex Spotlights. And today I'm going to talk about what happened last night on Raw. I'm going to pick out some stuff that I found interesting and I'll basically give you my take on what I thought. So, first off, I'm going to talk about the Intercontinental Championship match that's happening at WrestleMania. So, it's been confirmed Penta, Braun, Dominic, and Finn Balor will be facing off for Braun Breaker's Intercontinental Championship. So, I predicted this. I thought there'll be more men, but I'm happy with the fatal four way. Um, and like I said last week, hear me out again. Dominic Mysterio wins the Intercontinental Champion. I'll do a prediction video later on, probably days before WrestleMania, but hey, Dominic Mysterio for the IC Champion. Come on, man. Something that we need to see. And then let's talk about Jey Uso's promo against Gunther. I mean, Gunther's been on a like a wrath of like I don't know how to explain it. Like he's been beating up Jay, and last week what he did to Jimmy was unforgivable. And I honestly thought that Jay would probably give him the beats and teach him a lesson, I guess. But he gave him more of like a warning. Like I'm warning you. Like something's gonna happen to you. So he basically said that I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna ask the Lord to forgive me for what I'm about to do to you. And I thought that is bringing back the uncontrollable, the right hand man, always stressed out. The I'm about to get you, Jey Uso, that we all used to. And honestly, I'm excited to see that. If his momentum continues like this in towards WrestleMania, I'll be sure by then that he's winning the World Heavyweight Champion. So let's see where that goes. And then um I want to talk about the triple threat match being confirmed between Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. I mean, it was teased for weeks, months since Royal Rumble that they'll be facing each other. So I'm not too surprised. And they still going with the narrative that Io's just like a bystander. Um, and the main attraction is just Bianca and Rhea. But Io retaliated. She's tired, and she missile dropkicked Rhea into Bianca Belair and left them there, signed the contract and dipped with her champion. I'm excited for that match, more excited than that whole fiasco circus that's happening at SmackDown with Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, honestly. But I'm excited to see what happens with that match. And then finally, I wanted to speak about that last segment of the show between Seth and Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins, I don't know, like the rumor I was telling you about of him and Paul Heyman aligning at WrestleMania is turning into some kind of truth. I don't know. I'm not sure. But so basically, Seth Rollins told Paul Heyman that I don't know why you're crying over these two men, basically. And because when you needed help, they were not around. When Solo Sikoa and the new bloodline at the time wanted to put three to a table in front of your family, Roman wasn't there. Roman wasn't there. When you needed help alone, CM Punk wasn't there. So why do you keep crying over these guys? And ended up threatening Paul Heyman to beat him up. And like Paul Heyman retaliated and told him to get his hands off him. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Something about that segment was sus. But obviously, CM Punk came out, tried to defend Paul Heyman, and then ended up in a curb stomp. And Seth Rollins was about to curb stomp the shit out of Paul Heyman's head, but he tracked back and he was like, you know what? Now that I ain't curb stomp you, you owe me a favor. It's like everyone's asking for favors now. Like, what the heck? But anyway, That's technically what happened. And I don't know. This is a very unpredictable ride into WrestleMania, and I'm not sure where this is gonna go. Um, but it would be quite interesting to see Seth Rollins as a Paul Heyman guy. Quite interesting. But anyway, those are the things I found interesting about last night's Raw. And tell me if I missed anything out, and I can talk about it later on. Comment down below. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you next time.